everybody. Today is October 16, 2024. And yesterday we had a very nice drop. You can see that we were at all-time highs. We opened and then we dropped. Started dropping, started one-time framing down, started accepting prices at the spike of this day right here. We put some volume here, point of control shifted here, and then later on we kept dropping, found acceptance at this distribution from this session, and left this bullish imbalance without being repaired. Left the point of control up here, left the 5-day point of control up here, and now we're putting some volume here at 58.60. So when we have a day like this, I was the notes that I had in the early morning was that this is a multi-distribution day, and that happens when traders cannot agree on where value is. So you can see that, value was here, then we dropped, we started accepting here, then we dropped, we started accepting here. So now what I'm gonna be doing is looking for how this, let me see, maybe it's more clear if I show this picture. If like treating this as separate sessions basically. So looking at, okay, if we get above this low volume node, then look for the point of control and the travel to the other side of that distribution. And then here we're likely going to find some sellers, but if we are able to get above this, then look for a move towards the point of control from this session. And then, treat this as separate areas and trade them level to level, right? Because, once we broke out of this range, now we're trying to establish the new range where we're gonna find balance, and we're gonna see where the price with most traded volume is gonna be at, right? So until that happens, we can find ourselves in a little bit of a back and forth market where, we are looking for agreement. We're looking for that area where price is. Remember that we were stuck in here for a few weeks, and you see we had all this volume, and we had a lot of agreement in this area, and it was a pretty nice range. It was what is it, like over 100 point range. So now that as long as we stay above this area, the 58.48, then I would say that we're gonna start seeing a range established around these areas, and then look for where that big volume node is gonna form. Right now I'm seeing a lot of volume at 58.60. That could change. Maybe we come back to the 85 area and then start putting volume here, and then this becomes a nice area where we see a distribution curve. That's what I want to see. But if we get below this 48, then I'm gonna be looking for a return into this zone. The thing is that we have this purple zone right here. This is a weekly pivot, and September's high is here, and we have a weekly swing high here, 58.31. So even if we get below this, I think there's gonna be some support here, and there's a possibility of us bouncing back. So basically we're in a discover, I don't want to say discovery, but like we're trying to find acceptance. We're trying to find where traders agree value is. So it might be a little difficult to trade, but if you keep that in mind, don't trade price, trade value. Like look where value is forming, where it's getting acceptance. Like in this case right now, you see the overnight session is missing excess to the upside, so we have a little bit of a bullish imbalance. To me, this is showing me that there's interest to come back into this zone, right? Because they keep trying, right? They're having a hard time, but if they keep pushing, then they're, eventually this is gonna break the 72 level, and then we're likely gonna come back to the 58.85. So basically, trade those value areas, and when you have a multi-distribution, then I'll be less concerned of value area high, value area low, what shows on the chart, because really you gotta treat this as separate sessions. And the chart is gonna tell you the value area low for the session and not for those specific distribution areas. Okay, so then we have NQ, which was way weaker and was able to go all the way here and bounced at the weekly swing high and above that the weekly pivot area, and is now trading inside this 3-day balance, and left this session alone here. So this is more like a spike, right? This is I wouldn't say that this is a multi-distribution, because we barely put any volume on NQ up here. I would say that to treat this as a spike, and if we get above this 530 level, then look for a move into the highs. But otherwise this is just a look at this and for a return to value area high, and then maybe chop around in this area or find acceptance in this same area as this 3 sessions. Crude. So crude, after that drop from the other day, found some support right at that low volume area at 69.60. So I'm looking for that for support. If it doesn't hold, if we break below that, then I'm going to be looking for a move down into this 68.20 level. And then look, we're right below all these moving averages, the 20, the 21 EMA, the 50 moving average. So this area 672 40 to 72.80, this is resistance for now, that if we get above it, then we're likely going to return to the 90-day point of control, which is here at 74.30. And gold, remember I said that we were likely gonna travel back to the top of that range, and here we are. We just hit 2700 this morning again, and that was a look below and fell, right? Like we fell to hold below this range. We came back. I said here, when we were coming back inside this range, I said the first target is the point of control, and likely then what's next is to test the upper side of the range, and this is where we're at now. So we still are in this range, so failure to hold above this highs is gonna likely bring us back to the middle of the range. So keep an eye on that. And then in the event that we do break, we have this range. Let me hold on. I don't know why I can't select this. There you go. So this range, if we measure double in this range, sorry, my chart's a little bit laggy. That'll put us right around 2771 as the target, 2772, if we break above this range and are able to hold this highs. All right, good luck everybody, and I will see you around.